in the Easton Area School.
There we go. All right. Share. All right, we are going to get started. Welcome to Maximizing Your PSLA Membership.
I'd like to welcome you on behalf of PSLA to our webinar this evening. Our president of the association, Laura Ward, was unable to be here this evening. My name is Robin. I'm the immediate past president, and I want to tell you a little bit about our association structure. And in a moment, Caitlin will tell you more about the different committees. There are 4 directors that are on our board of directors: Lauren Strohacker, Samantha Hall, Caitlin Linsenman, who will be providing more information about the committees, as well as we have a secretary, which is Elizabeth Henry. We have a treasurer, which is Jeffrey Weiss. We have our vice president, who is also our conference co-chair, Mary Schwander. And we also have a president-elect, Amy Emerson, who is the advocacy committee co-chair. And I believe I did neglect to mention someone from the directors. I apologize for that. Our Pennsylvania School Librarians Association is a professional organization. It is for all library educators, and that is open also to associate members. So that means if you have an instructional assistant, a library secretary, we welcome those individuals to be a part of our association as well. We are the chapter of the American Association of School Librarians, ASL, and that is a division of the American Library Association. You'll see we have our mission and our vision, which is also very clearly posted on our website, and something that we look at in a 3-year cycle. In fact, this fall, we will be holding our strategic planning, and we will be once again looking at our mission and vision to see if that aligns with what we are doing in the 2021, 2022 into the next 3 years.
So how PSLA is organized, as Robin said, is that we have your executive board, which consists of our past president, our president, our vice president, our president-elect, and our vice president, as well as the board of directors, which oversees the organization. But the main work that's done in our organization is by our 6 committees. This is where our members get the most value from, and how we can interact and offer things to our membership. So we have the awards committee, which is co-chaired by Alice Seifer and Anne. I didn't check how to say this beforehand. Pozevich, thank you. I butcher names for my students. I don't want to do that to other librarians, if I can help it. They work for the PSLA awards. Those are the awards that are given out to conference for PA Outstanding Author Illustrator, contributor, outstanding school library, as well as me, a school librarian, to name a few. And the other one that they are very popular with is the PA Young Readers' Choice Award. The PA Young Choice Award is run by a committee of librarians that through recommendations and reviews themselves pick out a selection of books each year for K through 12 that students then can read and schools can run votes on. This is a great opportunity to bring new books into your schools and interact with other librarians and school districts. I've done it for a few years with my elementary school kids. They always love going through and being part of the large vote, as well as we sometimes talk to some of the other buildings in our districts, and the kids can kind of debate which book they like best out of the list that they've read. So that's a really fun way to engage within the organization with our students. We have the communications committee with Kim Mento and Jen Roth as the co-chairs, and they handle all our social media, websites, and outreach. So you'll find out later, we do have Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. They handle the posts on there. Any hashtags, we did a campaign for a school library day, as well as updating our website for information for our members to find about us or people who are interested. Conference committee is one of our larger organizations we have that plans our annual conference every spring. This past spring, they did our first ever virtual conference using Huva, which I think was an awesome hit. And that's run the conference executive director is Sarah DiMaria, and it is the co-chair is our vice president, who is Mary Schwander. And if anybody is interested, we are looking for someone who might be interested in the conference executive director in the future.
We are also looking for someone who might be interested in shadowing to be the registrar as well. So if that is something you're interested, if you are very detail oriented and you love to organize things, which what librarian does not, if that is something that interests you, you would have the opportunity to shadow the current registrar at this year's conference to learn more about that.
All of these committees are a great way to get involved, to be on the committee and to be a hands-on in the direction PSLA is going, and to actively involved in the professional development and learning of librarians in the direction we go. For me personally, I was previously the executive director of the conference committee. I planned it for 4 years, and prior to that, I was on the committee for 3 or 4 years. It's a great opportunity to be on any committee. I just am a personal favorite of the conference because I spent a lot of time on there previously, but great way to meet other people, networking, and ways to help the organization grow. The next one is Advocacy Committee. This is a new committee that was started this past year. And Deb Cockle and Amy Emerson. Amy Emerson is our president-elect, are the co-chairs of that one. And they work towards local and state advocacy. They're working for the passage of state legislation to get a school librarian in every building. They also can provide resources and help librarians who are struggling to explain the position to board members who may be facing the downsizing of districts and the positions. They have a wealth of resources that they can share, as well as provide direct conversations with you to help guide. Operations, which is Jade and Vicky, who are on this call today, this webinar, they maintain the PSLA official records, organize a membership, make sure things are up to date, as well as leadership development. They reach out to people about to put in names for the board of directors, for different committee chairs, to make sure that we are working with different individuals. It's a lot of behind the scenes work that they do, but it's very important to what it is. And there's a lot of ways that people can help here as well, with organizing paperwork, with networking, running webinars like this is a way that the committee would work as well. Our last one, Teaching and Learning, with Kevin McGuire and Mary Alice Bond, is one of the largest ones you sometimes see throughout the year. They offer teaching and learning opportunities and professional development. In the past, they have done PA model curriculum. They have offered workshops for that, workshops on the AASL standards. That was also in conjunction with some LSTA grants we had. Last year, they did webinars throughout the year through Zoom for people to participate in, and they are always looking if somebody has something to share. And the thing is, I have to remind myself, even for me, is that sometimes what we think is something that isn't unique is unique to someone else. And to take the opportunity to share is that when I first started getting into doing these things, it was only because a reading specialist in my building sat me down and went, Caitlin, you are putting an application to present at the conference. You are not taking no from me. We are doing this. And I'm like, oh, why should I do this? And it ended up getting me started. So sometimes what we think is something that was simple is that it's an opportunity to share out with someone who might not have thought of it. So any of these committees are always looking for someone to help, or even with teaching and learning, to offer to share some of your skills with the rest of the organization.
Okay, my turn. My name is Randy, and I want to show you how you can update your information if you're members of PSLA, and how you can renew your membership if you need to. These are some simple steps to follow, but I'm going to take you through these steps and share my screen with you. Okay, so the first step, of course, you would go to the PSLA.org website. And when you are here, you will click on member login.
I'm going to stop you for a moment. We're not seeing your screen, Randy. We're seeing, I believe, Vicky's screen.
Oh, it says I'm sorry, but it says I'm sharing.
Does Vicky have to stop sharing?
Yeah.
Probably.
I just don't want to get you too far because
Yeah.
we're looking at the presentation screen right now.
Okay, I'll go back.
Yeah,
Yes.
Technology always works the best. Randy, do you want to stop sharing and try resharing
I'll
again?
Yeah. Okay, so I stopped. And now let's try it again.
There we go.
Okay, it says now participants can now see your application. Yes? Okay, so we are at psla.org. That's the official website. And you will go to member login, this big blue button. And you put in your username and hopefully you know what it is, but if you don't, you can always write to membership, membership@psla.org, send an email and we can help you out. But I am membership at, this is my username and this is my password. And again, you can retrieve your username or reset your password if you don't remember it. Okay, let's type that correctly. Okay, so now it says, hello, my name is PSLA membership. And if you typed in yours, you would have your name there. You are now on what we consider the member landing page. Okay, you would see that right here. Under the, this seems to be new, but you can do this one of two ways, as most technology happens. You can, under this, the name tag, you can click on my profile or you can click update your profile. So my instructions say go to this my profile. So we're going to do that. And hello. Okay, let's try this one. Waiting, it says it's waiting. Okay, while we're waiting, okay, here we go. Okay, so this was my profile, and if you just hover over my profile, you see you can change your profile picture. You could change your password, you could change your preferences. You look at your message history. So if PSLA sent you any kind of messages, you can take a look there. You can look at your invoices and any submissions that you might have. This is your information and you could edit anything here. So my username, I'm an active PSLA member. My full name is PSLA membership. And this is my email. These are things that you may need to change. If you change your job, go from one district to another, you may have a different, may want to update your email. You may have a different home email. And then we also like to know what is your preferred. Do you rather get your email from at home or at school? Again, your preferred phone number, your address, your work, all of this can be edited. And then several other things. Are you part of ALA? what county, and on and on. So then what I wanted to show you was going back to the member landing page, is that if you see all of this, there is also at the bottom here, this slideshow. And basically it is a slideshow of everything that we're kind of telling you in a very, very graphic style. So you can go through here and see what else, here's that my profile stuff. So you can see how to, change stuff and do things. Then the next thing that I just want to show you, which is very similar, is how do I renew my membership if you want to renew. There is a link right here under quick links, join or renew. And again, get to psla.org and type in your username and password and join or renew. There's a lot of information on this page that you are, okay, so you can click join or renew, and there is an application, why you should join. Here's something about renewing your membership, and here's all membership types to be an active member, how much the dues are, associate members, and an honorary membership is some. You've been around for a long time, you get to be a lifetime member. There is a membership. Now I have the link on the, I'm going to stop sharing for a second. And if we can go back to the slideshow.
Yep.
I just want to. Okay. There is a membership registration renewal application. Oh,
Do you want me to click it?
Oh yeah, could you do it? Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
There it is.
And here's your application. Again,
You'd have to log in, but I don't have that login information. When
Oh.
she was actually on that page, the link was right there at the top.
oh, the join, okay,
Yes.
the join or renew.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall I share a screen again?
Hold on, let me,
Sorry.
right here, that
Oh,
link
there
is
it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
right there at
All
the
right.
very top.
Okay.
Maybe we should make that just a little bit bigger,
Yeah,
but it's right there at the top.
right. Because on there, so when you fill out the application, you will receive an email with information regarding your membership renewal. And also in that application, I just want to make one little note that there is page 2 of the application that says to put in a discount code, and currently there is no discount code. So I just wanted to put that out there for everybody. And that's pretty much it from my end.
Next is what's going on with PSLA. From our homepage, on the right-hand side, there is the announcement and events. There's an event calendar. So if you click on that, our calendar comes up and there is lots of events that are in the works being planned. As of right now, there is a collection development discussion that we are going to have in October. And that's where we get to talk about collection development. If there's a lot of people that sign up, we'll break into probably like an elementary and a secondary, but there's lots and lots of discussion happening online right now with collection development. And so it'd be great to have other members talk about what they're doing in their library. Are they genrefying? Are they doing other things that might help? And it's a time where we can all share what we're doing and learn from one another. So that's another great member benefit, is sharing our knowledge. And so going on the event calendar, there's we just recently had Jason Reynolds and Brendan Keeley, did I say that correctly? And they were there. That was open to members only. Sometimes we have events that are open to everybody, members and non-members. I think this year, again, the operations committee will be hosting a holiday open house like we did last year. And so you can grab your hot chocolate and cookies and join us for some fun. We've had trivia games in the past, all kinds of events. So if you want to know what's happening and maybe you missed the email, definitely check the event calendar, and usually the registration links are there.
So you may be asking yourself, well, I know that PSLA has an annual conference, but is there anything in my area? Well, there's a lot going on in your area, and we hope to have even more going on closer to you in the future. Currently, PSLA has 4 local affiliates that are throughout the state. Beaver County, East Central Pennsylvania, which is pretty much the Lehigh Valley. So that's, Monroe, Northampton, Carbon, Lehigh, and surrounding area. Western Pennsylvania, which is the Pittsburgh and greater Pittsburgh area, and Westmoreland County. It is extremely easy to start an affiliate group. And one of the main requirements is that 50% of whatever your membership is are PSLA members, which means that not all members and affiliates must be PSLA members. So it adds another layer of connectedness at a more regional, local level. If you want more information about how to do that, you'll see a link found here, and that is on our PSLA site. I also would invite you, if you are interested in creating an affiliate group and have any questions that they don't seem answered on the site, please reach out to me. Several years ago, I started the East Central PSLA affiliate, and we will be starting, I believe, a new affiliate group, hopefully very shortly, in the Montgomery County area. So we are always excited and looking for ways to connect at a local level and then bring it all together at our state level. And if you're looking for how to get involved at the larger level, when Caitlin was going through all of the committees, on our PSLA site, under Get Involved, you'll see PSLA committees. And the hands up for volunteering, there's a link that says click here to volunteer. When you click on that link, it's going to take you into a form on our site, which allows you to select not only the committee you're interested in, but also it tells you what kind of time commitment you can give. Depending on the year and the season, you might be good for a small task, or maybe you want something that's more lengthy going throughout the year and has different times where it ebbs and flows. And a lot of our committees are like that, where there are tasks and things happening where it's just a one and done, or kind of like a done in a day, or something that would take a little bit longer. And once you have that information, what that does is it will automatically email our PSLA board, and a board member checks that email each day, and that information that you entered will come through for us in that form. It'll be forwarded to the co-chairs for that committee with the best way to contact you, and someone will reach out to let you know how you can get involved and when the next committee meeting is for that group. And of course, as much as in our world, it's online these days.
Okay, a great way to stay connected with PSLA, to find out what's going on, what's new, and to connect with other PSLA members is by following us on social media. And we are on 3 of the major social media networks. We're on Twitter. Our handle is @PSLA News and @PSLA Lit Review. Facebook, we are simply PSLA. And Instagram, we are PSLA News. If you have your own Twitter, your own Facebook, Instagram, and you are posting things that you're doing in your own library, why not try and tag us on those posts so that other PSLA members can see what you're doing? Maybe you have some great ideas that you want to share. Putting those out and tagging us on those posts is a great way for everyone to get a little professional development through social media. Oh, and follow us on #PSLA too.
And one of the things that I neglected to say when talking about our role as a chapter within ASL is that in 2019, PSLA was the chapter of the year. So we are a very strong chapter at the national level, and we're always looking for how we can make your membership more meaningful for you at your local and state level.
And now we're going to open for questions. If you'd like to have any questions answered, you can either type them or raise your hand, and then I will unmute you. And we do have one to start, and that was, how many PSLA members do we have? How many are on the listserv? Robin, did you want to answer that one?
I think we did have one question. Isla asked how many PSLA members that we have and how many are on our listserv. So the way our listserv works is you get emails that are from the PSLA board, and those go out depending on what the email is. So in our election, only members who have voting privileges would get that email. So our vendors that are part of our listserv, they don't vote. Also our student members and any associate members. So our retired active, our under active, and our distinguished service, which are those members that have been awarded that title, have our voting privileges for that type of email. You'll see that oftentimes we'll have events that go out to everyone, members and non-members, and some events that go out just to our members as that member added value. And Randy was so kind to us. She is a whiz at our membership. We have 857 total members in our association, and that is all different types of membership. And then we have 676 individuals that are listed as prospects. So they are not currently any type of membership status, but at some point they started to input their information to find out more about our association. They just haven't taken that next step to convert to membership. So they get some information that we post out to everyone, but they wouldn't get information that would just go to members. And then of course, for things like our voting members.
Is there any other questions? All right, well, I thank you for attending. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I thank you for attending our maximizing your PSLA membership. And I hope that you were able to get something from this webinar. And I hope that all of you will join a committee or some other task group and get more involved in PSLA, because sharing your knowledge with all of us and sharing our knowledge with you is the way that we can grow professionally. So feel free to reach out to any of us that are here as a panelist. If you have any further questions, all of our contact information is on the website, and we'll try to answer any questions that you do have after this. Thanks so much.
I was going to say, also keep your eyes out for, there might be some things I know coming through the way from the board and other events. So definitely check out on the listserv and the calendar. I know there are some things coming that way. Randy, you're on mute.
I do know that there's some sort of opening in the on the advocacy committee. So you might want to get in touch with Deborah Kackle. It's a very interesting committee that deals with the legislatures and all that. So if you're into the whole political scene, that would be something to think about for yourselves.
All right, I'm going to stop recording.